So we FaceTime, we Snapchat, we WhatsApp. We're using all the social media platforms. We're on Instagram,
sending reels to each other. Yes.
We're on TikTok, sending TikTok videos to each other. You know, we.
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I'm Rosina and this is my husband Maxwell. And if you're an old follower, thank you very much for following us. We see your like, your comments, we do appreciate it. Keep them coming and stay with us, yeah. So in our previous video, we did talk about how we met and how the meeting became what you're seeing today.
Exactly.
So today we're going to talk about how we went about our long distance relationship, because during the relationship I was in the UK by then and my husband was in Canada, which is different continents altogether.
I know, different time zones.
Yeah, different time zones as well. So how we were able to sail through the long distance relationship and see what we're saying today. So okay, let's set the ball rolling. You want to start?
So after we got connected again, and we started, I asked her out, and we now wait in a relationship, right? That's when you remember I wanted to get married to her, and what did you say? You had to go do your masters.
I had to go and study, bro.
This lady went to study her masters, and she went all the way to UK.
Yeah.
That was a different time zone.
And even in Ghana, it was this. Okay, the Ghanaian time zone is the same as the UK time zone, so it didn't change anything anyway.
But I think during winter, UK was 5 hours ahead of us, and then during the summer, UK was 6 hours ahead of us.
The same as Ghana.
So bro, 5 hours difference, 6 hours difference. Like the time that I want to talk to her, she is actually sleeping, and the time that she wants to talk to me,
he's sleeping. So how were you able to navigate the long distance relationship? What did you do personally? What helped you? Yeah, this is becoming like an interview.
She actually helped me, guys. She helped me. She made me understand the need for long distance and how to go about it. I quite remember, she will actually set alarm so that when I am back from work, she wakes up and then she can talk to me.
Yeah.
That was kind of sweet.
And that's when I was deprived of good sleep. Because by then it was in the night, evening and UK, but because during the whole day you haven't really gotten time to communicate as couples preparing to get married. So you just have to sacrifice, yeah. So I remember I used to set alarm and start to wake up and call him just to check up how he's doing, and then after some hours of talking I go back to sleep and wake up morning and to my normal activity. So I think that would be under making conscious effort, planning. How do I mean?
Making a conscious effort to to communicate with your partner.
So communication, it falls under communication.
Communication, it was really key.
Yeah, I think communication is in every relationship, even if it's not a long distance relationship. Communication is very, very key, because communication is everything.
Yeah.
If you do not get time to communicate with your partner, you wouldn't know what is going on with the person. You wouldn't know how to I don't even know what to say, but yeah.
So communication is key.
Communication is key.
We can't touch either. We can't hug each other physically. We're not there.
We can't even see each other.
We're miles apart.
Yeah.
We could only communicate through phone. So we actually made use of social media a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
So because of me, I was using an iPhone. Because of me, she even got an iPhone, so we could FaceTime. So we FaceTime, we Snapchat, we WhatsApp. we're using all the social media platforms. We're on Instagram,
sending reels to each other.
sending reels to each other.
Yes.
We're on TikTok, sending TikTok videos to each other. You know, we tried our best to keep each other involved, right? I know sometimes some people make it. Some people make the comment that you're all over my business. You know, I want my space, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you know, long distance, you can't want your space because that's all you got. You know,
Yes,
you
you
have
have to
be
make use of it.
exactly. So you can't want your space in long distance. The moment you try to want your space in long distance, somebody else takes your attention because that person might be giving you that physical contact that you're not getting. So like being in each other's business long distance is worth it, but it doesn't mean stalking though. You don't stalk the person, but like you're all over each other. You know, that is what makes it work.
Yeah, and I also think I do remember that we used to talk to each other literally like 24/7.
Yeah.
Yes, when I was in uni doing my masters by then, some of my classes were actually online. So sometimes I'll be online in class. That doesn't mean I wasn't concentrated, but I was anyway. I'll be online, listen to my lecture, and my phone is also somewhere, just with him on the video call.
Yeah.
We are not saying anything, doing nothing, and you were working at home by then,
Exactly.
so it made it easier as well.
Yeah.
Because he was working at home, most of my classes were online as well, so we were just on call 24/7. I do remember in uni, one of my friends came around to visit, and he saw that he was on the call, but he actually knew him, so he's like, "Hey, what dear?" Like, I mean, in Ghanaian, you people, you're always talking to each other. I just said, "Whoa, bre, I don't get tired of that, but
I get tired.
That's what you have, so you have to make good use of it. So communication is very key. I did write something here as well. Let me see if I can. Yeah, so communication and then quality communication.
Your quality time,
Yeah.
you know. I remember she used to say, I don't give her quality time, you know.
We always want more.
You know, ladies, they always,
want
more.
more.
No matter how much you give them, they always want more.
And then with
but,
someone that my love language is quality time, I mean, you should understand.
Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is, right? You have to give the person the time, right? If you don't give the person that time, that quality time, it will shock you. Somebody else will give that, you know, your partner that quality time, you know. So it is imperative that you give, you know, your partner that quality time.
And then I think doing things together did also help here, because we have we kind of share similar with the quality score, so interest. Yeah. We kind of share similar interests also.
Exactly.
So there's this man of God we used to listen to together. So we are all listening to him. So it all falls under communication. But quality time. Long distance itself is all about quality time.
Exactly.
Communication. So you need to be mindful of that. Try and spend time with your partner as much as you could.
Yeah, and we used to share screen and watch, you know, videos together.
Yes.
Like we used to play those, you know, iMessage games. I mean, if you're having iPhone, your partner doesn't have iPhone, it doesn't mean you should go and get an iPhone for your partner if you can't.
I wanted to get it anyway.
You know, there are so many games that you can play together remotely. Like you can share screen, watch videos, and laugh together as if you're together watching it, right? We spend time on FaceTime. You know, I can be on FaceTime, I'm working, I'm not talking to her, she's seeing me, I'm seeing her, but we're just there, right? That time, like me knowing she was there alone was enough for me. And that is one thing too. You need to, you know, whatever your partner is doing for you should be enough for you. If it is not enough for you, you want more. And when you want more, the moment somebody else starts to give you that more, you lose sight of your partner. So you have to learn to, you know, how do I put it? You need to appreciate what your partner is doing for you whenever you're in a long distance relationship, because that is when you can actually, you know, make it work, basically.
And I also think one key what do I say?
Component.
Key thing, one key thing that comes in terms of long distance is trust. And because you are somewhere else, somewhere else also. I don't know what you're doing. Though we are talking every day, but I might not know what you're doing in secret, because though we were sometimes talking 24/7, I get to sleep on the call. So I'm asleep. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think trust is very, very key. You need to trust your partner. That's a person that you've chosen to be with.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not even about marriage, but
Yeah.
in relationship, yeah, you do
Yeah.
commit
Yeah,
to be
exactly.
with a person
Commit to
only.
the
So
person.
there's a person you've chosen to be with. So you have to trust the person, even if you are with a female or something.
Yeah.
I never had a doubt that maybe there's something going on with him and the other person, or no, because I trust a person that I chose, and I know who he is, and I know that he's faithful.
Yeah.
So trust is very key when it comes to long distance relationship as well. Do you have anything to say?
You literally said it all. Like, trust is very important.
Yeah.
You know, there's been situations whereby, you know, somebody, you know, one partner will be like, yo, I need to know your location. Like, give me your location. I have to know where you are at every point in time. Bro, that is not trust. Right? If your partner decides to share the location with you willingly, that is fine. But if not, you don't have to be stalking your partner. That is not trust. You need to, this is the person you've chosen that you want to be in a relationship with.
Yeah.
You know the person. If you feel this person's character is not worth it, if you feel like this person is not someone I see myself with in many years to come, then just call it quits. But if you feel like this person's character is something you like and you can do with, then you need to learn to trust that person. It's very important.
Yeah,
So,
and from what you just said, I
Mm.
think I got something from like in terms of stalking the person or
Yeah.
whatever. Then also in long distance relationship, you should allow your partner to have his space.
mm,
Yes, I think so, because it got to a time, though we were talking, it didn't get to a time that it was every day.
yeah, it was
We
every
used
day.
to talk when we could. But
Exactly.
you had your space to do other stuff.
True.
And I did have my space to do other stuff as well. And obviously working schedules and do change. So you should allow your partner to also have his space.
But this space that we're talking about is not like my me time space or
Oh,
something
no,
like
no,
that.
no,
No,
no.
no, not that kind of space. You know, sometimes you're doing something, so you might not be able to be on a call with the person. That is understandable. That is the person's space to be able to do what the person needs to do. Because I remember there were some times when I'll have to go. I was doing food delivery, and
Yeah.
sometimes my battery is low. I need to use my phone, so in that time I can't be on a video call with her whilst I'm driving, right?
Yeah.
So that is a no, right?
And
So
also
that is
your
the kind of space
photography
you're talking
and
about.
everything.
Yeah. Not the kind of space that, hey, I want my me time. I want to be alone. I don't want any disturbances. I don't want any calls.
Give me space.
Give me space. Bro, what I say about give me space? Who should give me space?
No answer. No answer.
You know, yeah. So, yeah, and I think the last thing that we're going to talk about is God.
Yeah.
God, like our relationship.
I mean, we are Christians, so.
Exactly. So our relationship, our long distance relationship, one thing that we didn't leave out was, you know, God.
Yeah.
I remember, you know, we used to, you know, talk about quiet time sometimes. And, you know, we had prayer sessions sometimes as well. There were times where we prayed together. It wasn't consistent, right? But the fact that we made an effort to do it is what has also built our relationship,
Yeah.
which has led us into marriage. So I believe you need to include God as well in your long distance relationship, because at the end of the day, it is only God that holds the glue to bind the two of you together, regardless of the location or wherever it is. Because there are people who are not in long distance relationship, it doesn't work out.
That's true.
You understand? So God factor is very important.
The three chords, whatever, cannot be broken. What's that scripture?
I will be sad. Anyway,
Clarity and communication also do matter
true.
when it comes to long distance relationship, because when you say your partner is not there to actually see your emotions and
Yeah.
everything, especially on audio calls, might not be able to see that,
But
you
even
need
though
to
the
be
calls
clear.
is good, it's the texting that is the problem.
Yeah, the text and the actual.
Yeah, you know, texting is good, but for me, I would advise if you're in a long distance relationship, the video call and the audio call should be more than the texting, because sometimes if you're typing something, you know, your partner might not know what you meant, you know, the emotion behind it, right? But when you're on a call and the person hears your voice, at least the tone of your voice also speaks volume. If you're on a video call, the person sees you, so the person actually also okay. But if you're texting, maybe what you say, you meant it in a sarcastic or funny way, but your partner might take it as you being rude.
Sometimes we even do LOL, that's laugh out loud without laughing. So
You know. Wait, you're a victim, aren't you?
Oh,
You've been doing it. You've been
we are all
doing it.
victims. That's your victim.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And we have more content coming your way. Stay tuned and don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to comment. Like, your comment is important to us. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to share the video. Thank you all.
Thank you.
And see you next week Friday. We love you. Bye.